Ladies and gentlemen, greetings from all the Modern Pythian Games team. I'm Rania Lampo from Greece. I'm a global educator, STEM instructor, ICT teacher trainer, researcher, author. I'm working at the Greek Ministry of Education, the Directorate of Educational Technology and Innovation, and also the Greek Astronomy Space Company. But I'm also global ambassador of language, literary, and oratory arts, as well as education of the National Pythian Council, and also international ambassador of Ecumenical Delphi Union. Today, it's my privilege to welcome you all to our fifth global virtual conference organized by the Modern Pythian Games team and the International Pythian Council. Because, you know, in ancient Greece, Pythian Games included athletic and cultural competitions and were considered almost as important as Olympic Games. And they're dedicated to god Apollo. Apollo was the god of poetry, of light, and the healing arts. Our Modern Pythian Games now is our first global cultural movement, the first global platform which aims to unite arts, cultures, and traditional sports through exchange and collaborations. Today, we have renowned dignitaries from different parts of the world, different countries, Togo, Turkey, UK, Greece, Pakistan, India, and honorary members of the National Pythian Council, who will share with us their ideas about how modern Pythian games can become a reality in the contemporary society of our globalized world. And without further ado, I request now Mr. Bijendergoel, the leader behind this Modern Pythian Games vision, founder of Modern Pythian Games and founding Secretary General of the National Pythian Council, to deliver his interesting speech, I think, on the topic how we need media in the field of arts, culture, and sports, and how can Modern Pythian Games can actually play an important role in this. So we're honored to welcome you to our virtual stage, Mr. Bijendergoel.
Thank you, Rania. Thank you so much. My dear Marcia from UK, my dear friend Fazal, next, Mr. Abraham Paul from, I think he's from Kerala.
Yeah, I'm from Kerala.
Yeah, and my dear friend Panezi from Togo. And of course, Rania is always a great support to this organization, and she is the project director of this our interactive session which are going on. It's so all ladies and gentlemen and viewers across the globe who have joined today and will be watching the episode at a later stage. As you know, Olympic Games and Pythian Games, they come from the Greek history, from the country of Rania. They existed in the same era, that is 582 BC, before Christ, and they were discontinued at the same time, 394 after Christ. The present Olympic was revived in 1894, but the Pythian Games were never revived after its discontinuation, and it was revived last year by a team of people, the representatives of 92 countries, and that meeting we organized, and Marcia, Rania was part of that revival. Even Panezi was there. So they witnessed that historical event. As you know, the Olympic was revived in 1894, and the first Olympic game was planned in 1900 at that time. But it was held, the first Olympic was held in 1896. So when all countries came together. So when the Olympics started, only 8 countries were together. But you can see the fortune of the Pythian Games. When we started, it was about 90 representatives of 92 countries. And we are working to establish Pythian game as a future of the coming generation. It is the fusion of art, culture, and sports as well. But keeping in mind the existence of the Olympic, and it was the number one ranked game in Greece at that time. We are not competing any event or anything with the Olympics, but we are giving umbrella to the all artistic activities as well as to the old traditional games which are not covered by the Olympic Committee. So this is a global umbrella where I think the all artists and players from these games will have a platform. Since we have started the modern Pythian game with the concept, it is getting popularized now. And I welcome the support of everybody to the modern Pythian game. Now we are growing day by day with the support of people like you, aiming to strengthen the hands of all artists, culture activists, martial artists, athletes, and from various traditional games. I would like to make it very clear that when I developed the concept of modern Pythian game, it was in my mind that it will not be successful without having our own voice to communicate our ideas, to showcase our developments, needs, and achievements. So step by step, we are moving ahead now. Today, I am here to address a topic close to the heart of artists, culture activists, and players of various traditional games. An imperative need for an exclusive media platform to communicate with the world on arts, heritage, culture, games, achievements, and the aspiration of every artist and players. In this luminous tapestry of human creativity and ingenuity, we find ourselves immersed in a world of boundless imagination, the captivating stories. Each artist is a painter of vivid emotions, a sculptor of dreams, and a poet putting together the grand symphony of life. They deserve a platform that resounds with their voice, their vision, and their legacy. Today, we gather here to celebrate the vision of a truly extraordinary endeavor, the Pythian Games Media Network, a global media platform that will not only amplify the voice of artists, culture activists, and traditional games players, but also bridge the gap between different cultures and languages through multi-language live shows. This groundbreaking initiative, which Rania has initiated, will be the first of its kind, uniting people from all corners of the world in a shared passion for arts, culture, and traditional games. As we embark on this journey, we must acknowledge the challenges that lie ahead. Creating a global media network that caters to the multiple languages and cultures is no easy task. It requires meticulous planning, dedicated resources, and a strong commitment to excellence. However, it is precisely these challenges that make our mission all the more worthwhile. One of the primary challenges we face is content creation. We must produce compelling and unique content that captivates our diverse audience. This requires us to delve deep into the world of arts, cultures, and traditional games to uncover the hidden gems that we deserve recognition and appreciation. We will invest in high quality production, ensuring that every piece of content is a masterpiece in itself. Additionally, reaching out to different languages, speaking communities requires seamless translation and localization of our content. This means not only translating the words, but also understanding the culture, nuances, and adapting our approach to resonate with each audience. It's a demanding task, but it is also an opportunity to foster cross-cultural understanding and unity. Another challenge is financial sustainability, which Mr. Fajal also mentioned. While we envision this media network as a platform that benefits artists and players, we also rely on voluntary support from the passionate individuals who believe in the power of arts and culture. Their dedication and commitment will be the cornerstone of our success. By working voluntarily, they become the driving force behind this movement, and we owe them our gratitude and unwavering support. Now, I would like to share the benefit of this revolutionary project. The Rania, as I told, initiated this project, and today we are recording the 5th episode. Now, a lot of volunteers are coming from different countries. They are coming out. They want to host the event in their particular arts. And you know, this is going to be a big movement in coming times, and you will create such a content that your YouTube channel and the digital newspapers is going to be a revolutionary step in coming times. This project is going to be to empower the artist and players, and the Pythian Games will be heaven for them. It will provide them with a platform to showcase their talent and skills to a global audience, helping them gain recognition and opportunities they deserve. Python Games are going to be digital repository of cultural heritage and documents, and shall play an important role in preserving our culture and traditional games, rituals, and practices for generations to come. By doing so, we ensure that a rich tapestry of our collective history remains intact. The multi-language live shows will bring people from diverse backgrounds of global community together, promoting understanding and respect for various cultures. It will be a catalyst for forming a global community that celebrates diversity and fosters unity. Here, the meaning of multi-language live shows or multi-language TV channel is, this will be the unique platform globally which will be dealing with 7 languages. And these 7 languages which we have identified is Spanish, of course, Greek is the first. English, Greek, Portuguese, Spanish, French, Chinese, Hindi, English. Later on stage, we can add Russian also. But we'll prefer, because these are the common languages, including Portuguese. These are the common language which covers the whole world. So we are going to have these 7 languages, and it will be operative as well. We will be covering 80% news from the art, culture, and the sports category, and 20% will be left for the politics and the business, because it is also necessary to remain in the mainstream. Through documentaries and educational programs, as Mr. Nix also mentioned about the education, we will serve as an educational tool enlightening the world about the significance and beauty of traditional games. It will challenge stereotype and promote inclusivity. As the network gains traction, it will attract sponsors and advisors, creating economic opportunities for artists, players, and everyone involved in this project. In conclusion, the necessity of our own Pythian game media network cannot be overstated. It is a revolutionary step towards preserving and promoting arts, cultures, and traditional games on a global scale. The challenges we face are significant, but the rewards of success are immeasurable. Together, we can build a platform that elevates voices, bridges cultures, and celebrates the essence of human creativity. I call upon each one of you from every corner of the globe to join hands in this cultural movement, whether you are an artist, a player, a volunteer, or a supporter. Your contribution is vital to the success of this project. Let us unite under the banner of Pythian Games and create a legacy that will resonate through the ages. Thank you, and let the Pythian Games Media Network be the beacon of creativity, unity, and inspiration for the generations to come. At the end, I will appeal to everybody to subscribe to the YouTube channel of the Modern Pythian Game, to support the artist and player, as well as you can circulate it to your friends, groups, and recommend them to be part of this Modern Pythian Games YouTube channel and to subscribe. Thank you so much. Rania.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bijendergoel. Certainly, this is a very ambitious project, inspired by the ancient Greek civilization. I'm very honored for this. But it's a project, as you said, with many challenges concerning content creation, localization of content creation, resources. However, there are so many benefits, especially for artists who can showcase and they can commercialize their work through this global platform, because you know that media is one of the most powerful instruments of communication. So commercialization of arts through the help of media can actually give artisans and artists important place in the society, contributing this way to their economic growth and also the development of the cultural essence of a modern society. Mr. Faisal, I would like first to introduce yourself, Mr. Faisal, and then you can share your thoughts about sports, I think, sports in Pakistan.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yours. Thank
you. My name is Faisal Fiaz, and I'm international gymnast of Pakistan and nominated for Commonwealth Games UK Master in 2002, as well as South Asian Gymnastic Championship in Patiala, Jaisalmer, India as well. I'm Associate Secretary of Pakistan Gymnastic Federation, and I'm founder and president of Sports Promotion Society International, and I have organized a lot of webinars, workshops, and sports-based events in Pakistan at world level as well. I'm also computer science professional. So along this, currently I'm in New York, and I was here to basically as a grand award judge at the category of embedded system in International Science and Engineering Fair, Dallas, Texas. And last year I was symposium presenter and mentor of Virtual Human Health and Safety Integration System in ISAF, International Science and Engineering Fair, Atlanta 2022. So I have many sports achievements in gymnastics, athletics, karate. So along all these things, my passion, you can say, or my interest, reason, sports is basically a tool which always help me to tune up my skills, tune up my potential, and give me something, bring a change for me, and then I can basically refill myself wherever I feel exhausted or fatigue. But this is the main tool, due to which reason I'm always successful in computer science and sports fields as well. I have received 2 time awards from President of Pakistan, one in computer science and one in basically gymnastics sports as well. And I also basically grand prize winner in All Pakistan Microsoft Development Conference 2005 in Karachi. So this is my overall brief introduction. You can say that what I did in my life and what I have done in sports or overall what I did. So as I have already told you that I, being a gymnast, being a sports person, I always basically keep myself busy in different these sports-based activities. And due to this reason, I always physically involved uh, in different physical events as well as virtual events as well. Reason is this that human always basically when they see something and make some targets, then they are able to achieve and then they basically try to survive as well. So sports contests and obviously whatever historical or the modern, these are all contests basically only to set the targets for human, and due to this reasons human gradually they are improving. And now as this human civilization, we are surviving in this world, but it's all due to this reason that we see to each other, we compete to each other, we basically try to upgrade ourselves. So it's all due to this thing. And when we talk about the Pakistan, so Pakistan has a rich sporting culture with cricket being the most popular sports in the country. Other sports like hockey, squash, football, and kabaddi also have significant, but the most important thing is this that this South Asian belt, specifically India and Pakistan, it's the same belt. We are the people which area is considered the golden sparrow by British, and East India Company basically came and they basically saw this thing, and then they saw the wrestlers. They basically they saw different things and they basically moved the things in different modern wrestling, and now we are looking for WWF and other things as well. So this golden sparrow region having a lot of potential, having a lot of, you can say, sports, historical sports or regional sports as well, due to which reason the basically the British companies, East India Company, they brought basically the idea and converted that thing into modern sports. And now we are looking, there are many things in the world emerging and we are looking all these things. So when we talk about modern Python games or basically International Olympic Committee, these are all the concepts of this thing. So Baron Parady Coubertin, he is the person who basically started IOC, International Olympic Committee, and we know very well the history that the main concept was only this, that he wants to basically upgrade and save the youth generation in France or in Europe, you can say. Firstly, it was 4 countries, and after that, there are many countries they have added, and gradually now the contest it's in front of us that it has become the biggest event of the world. After every 4 years, the best sports persons compete from every region. They basically gathered at one place and they compete to each other. So same like this thing when we talk about Pythian games. So again, it's a basically you can see a contest or a tradition which were basically in the history of Greek. And now obviously there has been attempted, or you can say it has been designed in modern Python games, and this is the initiative taken by the founder and this team obviously. So credit goes to the whole team that they are doing to introduce, and the motive is only this, that they want to upgrade and give something to the youth generation so that they could calm down, they could keep balance, they basically improve their physical and mental health, and they could basically try to avoid the bad habits or the bad things. They basically become non-smokers, non-alcoholic, and there are many other things you know very well in our society and in other societies different worse things are going in the world. And if we are looking, I'm in New York, so I'm looking this thing that how the young generation they basically adapted in different wrong things, and many people and young generation, obviously the death rate or young generation having no objectives here in New York that I'm looking here. Reason is this: they have no contest or very small level contest in New York. But when we talk about the America, so in different states they have very well organized, and New York, it's a mixed city where different basically immigrants are here. I mean, Indian, Punjabi, Pakistani, Sikh community, and African. There are many. Only I have observed that there is 10 to 15% Americans or native peoples are here. So this basically place is just like this one, but I have observed that there are many bad things in the young generation. So Baron Parody Burton also basically want this thing that he want to save the young generation, so that he initiated the concept of Olympic Games as the Greek history games. And same like Python is the same thing. I have basically, when you observe this thing, that when you set your targets, mission, each and everything, so it's only that you are giving some activities to the youth. And now, after this, youth will try to survive and they will try to improve themselves. So I think that this is the best idea and this is best thing that we should work on it. And obviously, I'm happy that when Ma'am Rania invited me to join this community and to work in this team, so I am, and I will be very happy to work all these basically activities, all kinds of these activities. So obviously, the main target when we talk about the modern Python games, it will encourage talent development, the most important thing. Reason, when you give hope to someone, to when you encourage someone, when you basically give some targets, missions, then obviously people will improve themselves. But on the other hand, if there is no acknowledgement, no contest, no competition, and no encouragement, then obviously there will be, you can say that discouragement and hope. The people will not, the young generation basically will not able to basically improve themselves as well. So, in obviously fostering national pride as well, when different teams will represent to the basically to present and represent themselves in the modern Python games. So they will basically represent to their national pride, national nation as well. So these are some of the things, and obviously everyone at this time want to do something. So there are many people in the world which does not have any target or they do not have any kinds of activities. So modern Python games, it's a new thing, and I hope that if we improve it, if we basically give it a spark, then obviously it will work. Reason, it will cover athletics, arts and culture, and obviously it basically improve all good deeds in the sports persons and artist person. So when we talk about the artist and sports person or a player, so they have the ability to do something as compared to other normal person. Reason, they have the skills. While on the other hand, normal common person, they do not have the skills. They have less rate of skills and they have less rate of, you can say, efficiency or proficiency as well. But on the other hand, when we talk about the player or artist, so I will also say that player is also artist. So when everyone do something and try to make a new thing in specific field, in art, culture, in sports, and when basically cross the target, the new target, and in this way the things are going improve, then obviously humans will get more basically encouragement, as well as they can enhance their abilities and capacities as well. So from my side, I'm very happy and I'm grateful to all of you as well that you people make me part of this thing. And this one obviously just like IOC, but it's late initiative little bit, but I think that it will work and it will be like just like IOC as well. Reason International Olympic Committee seem like that one person started and gradually 1872, and after it basically become at peak uh, around 1906, and after that it's all in front of you that every country feel prides to take part in it. So if we basically gradually improve the things, gradually make the standards and procedure, then obviously the things will work, and everyone would like to join and would like to participate in it as well. So thank you very much from my side, and I'm happy and very actively I will take part in all kinds of activities.
Thank you very much, Dr. Faisal, for your contribution. I know you are very, very active in organizing physical and virtual events, and I know you're doing incredible work on
Here I
academic
also,
level.
sorry, Ma'am Nania. So I also want to tell you that during COVID pandemic, I have organized first World Virtual Gymnastic Conference of 2 days, and in which basically more than 10,000 participants from all over the world they took participated, and the biggest, or you can say, or the largest magazine of gymnastic magazine, which basically published in New York and basically spread out in the whole world. My interviews was published, and I will send you link in chat box as well.
Yes, definitely. I remember this event. I have read some magazines and journals about this. And as you said, has a great range of sports, such as cricket and hockey sports. And I know some traditional also sports there, yak racing and yak polo. Anyway, thank you very much. And I hope we will collaborate very soon in organizing a new event. Thank you. Now we can proceed to our next speaker, Mr. Panesi from Togo. Mr. Panesi.
Yes.
Nice to see you here. You're a good friend also. Can you open your okay, your camera is fine. So you can take the floor. First, you can introduce yourself and then you can share your vision. We can't hear you very well, sorry. Yes, the connection is not very good. We can. Okay, maybe you can try in another place to find a good connection, and until then we can continue.
Just try. Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you for all. Yes, thank for all for this meeting. I'm Dr. Panesi Puero from Togo. That is so very nice to work with the Pythian Games International in India. As I'm so very happy for this project. Come here in Togo to work together for the future development for young people here in Africa. That's I'm so very nice to meet everybody. Also very nice to meet my brother and sister here for this project here in Togo. Everything welcome for all here in my country, Togo, for stay international Pythian game here, my country. I don't understand very well English. Sorry for my English, my words. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Let's continue.
Yes. Now I wait. The president for Pythian Game to talk to me the news for the future work behind on my side.
I think one UNESCO World Heritage Site, as I know, and it's a country very rich in cultural tradition and also in indigenous music and dance. Is it right?
That's cool.
We have a rich heritage culture. Can
Yes.
you hear? Okay. Okay, so we are very happy to collaborate with you in Togo, and we can see how we can spread all this movement, the cultural movement, through specific cultural activities there. Thank you very much for joining us today
Yes.
and for being a part of this movement. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Nix, can you open your micro?
Yeah.
So can you introduce yourself and share your vision, global vision about modern Pythian games?
Good evening, Bajendra Singh, and good afternoon to Rania. Assalamu alaikum to Fazal Fayaz to New York. And if Namasia is there from UK.
Hello.
So basically, I'm a charter management consultant in international trade and global business development. And my role with Pythian Games to making a vertical and to join the team. And what the Faisal says, it should be like a team of like IOC, you know. So that is the reason that's why I'm here. And we are working with very close to Rania, Mr. Bijenders, to making verticals across the globes. And step by step, we are going, you know. Being a sportsman, from cricket to individual games like shot put, discus, javelin, then boxing, volleyball, football, and get the opportunity to be pre-Asia, up to pre-Asia, not to be Asia. So being a sportsman, you know, is automatically comes to be a courage, the spirits. So we can learn a lot of things, you know, the culture, logic, and a social, we also a social animal in that. So because why we know games is importance as a culture and social bonding events, as teaching a tool, as market of social status. In past time, the royalties and the elites, these things are, you know, all to combine. And as the games are happening from Olympic and Python games, I know a little bit a story from Mr. Bijender, how the Python games and it's been created and the things can happen, you know. So regarding the Python games, because you know what we are talking is a platform of nation to be engaged into soft diplomacy, where cultural exchange become potential tool and building relationships and foster international cooperative culture, cooperation cultures, serve as a livelihood to every society and shape into its traditions and values to understand. So reason that's why it's a Python modern games are there, you know. Because game is more importance in your life for so many things, and how we can start it because education is one of the sectors where we can teach to the students and to cultivate to them in Python games. Not a Python games or any kind of the games where they can learn a lot of things, you know. So these are the things is to be there, because why the people know there is a 7 what you call 7 samurai of the games you learn from them. So, it's to improve the cognitive ability, improve the problem solving skill, then increase hand-to-hand, eye-to-eye connection. I think Faisal can understand being a sportsman.
Yeah.
And you also, cultivate a great multitask ability. And more important thing is to be a faster and more accurate decision. If you miss by one thing, you can lose the game. And also enhance the pre-social behavior and cultures we can learn from the games also. So when we are talking about the Python games, so we can make it like SDG to connect with the SDG goal. I think Abraham Paul is here, one of my legend and good friends also. Marcia is there, because there is we can take as a game as a sustainable development through the game with art and culture. So we can involve the education, like prominent Rania from the Greece education. We can also involve the people from across the world, because what Faisal says in the beginning notes, it should be start from the grassroots level to be on a vertical format. Those who are existing, doing the games, making the events, along with that, we can bring the schools to be a part of that, to learning stage, to involve, and we can develop so many skills during that time, because the student also get the platforms to go out of inbox and to in the out of the class, and he can do a lot of things and activities. I think Rania is already started, because I supported in the poetry and that art things. We take it to the Egypt, we take it to the Europe, we take it to the Middle East, and because this is a platform, no? Because why? I give you one example. When you're going to your children or grandparents or anywhere, you just put a one subject. Maybe we talk about the modern Python games. So they will ask, no, daddy, mama, grandmother, what is Python games? So it's creating interaction between two peoples, because in nowadays nobody have time. So it's coming back to the people to be connect and making the bonding. Give a different subjects to them. So one of this game subject, so they can understand that things. So regarding the Python games, we educate to children from the different age groups. And what I did in the past, during the Gulf War, Saddam Hussein's things, because nobody knows this time what is the World War, and this is what's the things. So we put the subject, what is the world peace?
Yeah.
So everybody is now thinking that that the kids and everybody. So I put that things. So everybody is giving their own thought process. So people are confused what to do. I give them a brush and colors. I give a 21 kilometers a canvas on a roadside to deliver the things on what they have in mind about the world peace. I think we already started that painting and this poetry things. So we can also do that things with the different age group, as well as particularly those who are disabled and people mental health problems, because they have a very sharp mind and very sharp thinking to deliver the things as a part of this journey also. So I come to the points what I started that things. to generate a concept, give a lot of interconnections to knowledge share, and giving them a platform to perform. And why? Because, you know, the UN, I'm also part of the climate change. I'm the ambassador for climate change to worldwide. We promoting the SDG goals through this thing. So apart from that, we can make a sustainable event along with, you know, this UN missions, the Pythian Games also. So we can give a good health, well-being, quality educations, and gender equalities, because nowadays a lot of talkings across the world, clean environments. So basically there is a call to ensure that all people can enjoy the peace and prosperity through our platforms. That is what I'm thinking. I'm always to be ready and to support all the members who want that. And we also working in right now to 2-3 new countries like Nordic countries, as well as the 2-3 European countries. And as I mentioned with Rania, because I already reach out to in UAE with one of the premier football clubs, and one of the CEO is a very good friend of mine also. So we need to submit our one presentation to them, and how we can involve, because they are already existing the club in Fujairah, and they do a lot of activity in Sharjah right now. And the gentleman is also the CEO and founder of that club, as well as along with that, he is the director of all free zone in UAE under federal government of United Arab Emirates. So I talked here today just 5 minutes before. So he said send me all the details to me, and pass on to Mr. Bijender to message to send me all the details and how we can take it forward to the UAE present and MENA present to be a part of these games. I think this is enough from my side, because I'm happy to listen to Mr. Abraham. Thank you, Fazal. Shukran. Masalam.
Sir, thank you very much. And you really explained in a rightful way and in a beautiful way. You clearly described that how we can give them a new idea by joining UN SDG goals. Human health, well-being, and gender equality, and involving all the things with peace, partnership. So all these things, if we attach SDG goals, so it will be basically work, and it will work more than other things. And your efforts is very, very good, and it should be appreciable by all, that you are giving them a path, giving a path to this team, that how we can do this thing. And UAE is the hub to, if you basically publicize and commercially if you do something, then obviously it will considered a worldwide activity as well.
No, see, because reason that's why, because forget one point to be that every big, you being a sportsman, you are engaging so many activities. What I heard from you, I think is a suggestion to Mr. Goel also to be, the sports is related to the sports goods. Like example, the Nike, Adidas.
Yeah.
Apart from that, Samsung and Sony. So we can involve them as to be a corporate part of this verticals of a sustainable Pythian's modern games. We can take it on that way. Because its more impact is going to be to the world. Because what you are giving them, what they need right now. And yes, I think education part because I know Rania, we worked a lot of two all together, in the different part. And second, most important things in that, because when we are reaching to the different country have their own culture, then all systems are different. So you have to follow in which aura they are living, because we already, I think we make our websites in all the languages, so at least it can reach to the people in their own languages. So we can make that things and we can involve the people like, Samsung, Adidas, because recently I've been a part of Forbes magazine, and that initiative is taken by the Coca-Cola on this climate change and other things. So Mr. Bijendra in Delhi, so I think the Coca-Cola and this all kind of the companies, they have offices in Delhi. We can put one small presentations and to be a take part. Even, in Sharjah, Mr. Bukhati is a very known for the Sharjah Stadium, as well as he's also the part of 10 sports. And he's also doing a lot of sports activities under that Sharjah stadiums in Sharjah. So we can try to reach his brother, Red Bukhati, his brother of that gentleman. So we can find something to be, because the sports, because what you say, WWF is now the first introduced in Asia in UAE. I think His Highness Sheikh Kannoon is take a two team in that game, and it happened in UAE, I think 2 years back. So I think this is what I'm thinking. So normally, I think when you stop thinking, so it's all the things are come out very fast in my mind.
Sir, your points are really very good, and it's basically, if we work on it, obviously we will achieve, and our team will achieve that targets. And obviously, sustainability has become the biggest challenge of this world as well. Reason is this, that we are utilizing, we are doing, everyone is doing and having something. But how to save all these things for the young generation? It's all about your sustainability. It's in SDG goals. So if we covered all these things in our Python games, then obviously we can say that in this way, we will basically improve the culture of different regions. And in this way, people can earn good deeds. They can improve themselves. They can develop strong bonding with all the cultures. And in this way, they can learn how and what is humanity.
Even Mr. Bijendra, its suggestion to all the new members and those who are existing members as they're working, as you said that everybody have their own portfolio, they are engaged with everything. So you suggest them only half an hour in a week to spend about the Python games, so they can see the 1 week activities as well as they involve themselves for 30 minutes to 1 hour once in a week. Because what initiated you started right now with Rania, this is to know each other people and to get into that. And what is the outcome from that, after making a 52 session or 30? So it should be evaluated by quarterly or where we are and where we stand now. So at least, it's automatically we can get our roadmap. Because today in this world, I say no, on SDG, you can run the show on a longer term, because I think you planned this our first Python games in, I think, 2027.
Yes, 2027.
Right. So
yes.
our SDG SDG goal is 2030. So we can know 3 years ahead, our target. I think we can fulfill that all things before time. I think that's all from my sides. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, thank you.
Nick. Thank you.
Yes.
For your word support. Definitely, modern Pythian games are closely related with SDG, and we are working on how we can help in advancing global progress on sustainable development goals in different countries. We love your suggestions about how we can involve students, also children and people with disabilities in these in the competitions and this movement globally, and of course, how environmental goals should be in harmony with all these activities. Thank you very much for your contribution and support always. And now, now I would like to call upon Ms. Marcia Mar. She's a very multi-talented personality, creative mind, expert in the music field. Dear Marcia, are you here? Can you open your microphone?
Thank you, Rania.
Thank
so
you.
good to see you. It's lovely to be here with you all. Aren't we just doing something amazing? This loving collaboration in the world. It's really revolutionary. So my pleasure to be here. My name is Marcia Mar. I am a multicultural, multimedia artist, creative, and I'm passionate about change. So I'm a Brazilian visionary multimedia artist, peace ambassador based in London. I am a disruption facilitator, change maker, consultant for creativity, and workshop facilitator for interdisciplinary, intercultural collaborations and sustainability innovation. I am a facilitator for equality and inclusion and organizational change. So as a multicultural artist, a multimedia artist, I am a writer, singer, songwriter, painter, conceptual artist, live art performer, filmmaker, and mimesis artist. Mimesis art is a novelty, is a linguistic leap. I can echo speech in prose, poetry, song, in any of the 7,000 human languages to demonstrate our interconnectivity, can reach new heights, as well as in empathy to demonstrate the love, and as I mirror other people to demonstrate as well that everyone is similar, unique, beautiful, co-creating this reality, and everyone is important in our existence. While we are alive, also I honor the ancestors and future generations in the process of working together with people to foster change. So I like to offer a poem I wrote just before this. The other day I had to do a performance about protesting the rights of indigenous people in Brazil. And I wrote a poem, or I was going to write a poem, and I wrote a project of law, a bill instead. So today I was going to speak about cultural unity and change. I decided to write a poem instead. So here it is, my gift to us all in this process. A game changer. Loving oneself like loving all. Loving all like loving oneself. Being happy with the beauty of our diversity. Global game changer, a movement towards a new form of unity. In the realm where Phases weaves its tune, Python coiling around the earth beneath the moon. In multiple mythologies transforming, shedding collective skins of perception, in Gaia's hug, a cradle of wise dreams. In hearts of ancestors and future generations, we stand between in time and space, intertwined in our contemporary global collaborations, uniting all beings in creativity like never before, when we are willing to harmonize with each other and with nature. Close your eyes, let your spirit sway in the rhythm of nature's gentle, amazing play. Phases whispers, a melody in the air. Can you feel the scent of the breeze? Are you there? We are expanding our senses, feeling the waves of change, letting go the simplicity of the psychological split of imaginary good and bad, competitors or enemies, letting go of the blame placed before by many generations on the imaginary other. It is time for a transmutation of our emotions, turning fear into hope. And the sense of self to include everyone as hundreds of ants carrying colorful petals, looking like a parade, turning into a snake of wisdom and kinship, in the kind of feeling we like to feel, where collaboration with one another in multicultural complementarity includes the beauty of our diversity, embracing the Gaia community, carrying the Pachamama Python's multicultural dance, a truth laid bare, anima minimal. We no longer think like we did before. We are changing the skin of the eyes of perception, or gaze affecting the viewed as well as the viewers, in our new way of being together. With an expanding expressive love in art and poetry between the lines of our storytelling, we understand the past and co-create the future now, adding steps to humanity. Gaia's touch, or mother's embrace, let love find its place. Everyone's similar, unique. Mimesis art praxis is what I do when I speak your speech, echoing in empathy, in a language that is ours, in any language you speak or sing. I can be there with you in a harmony profound, like you're there with me. We all are on earth. In every heartbeat, a peaceful sound of the totality of our being, expressed by each one. The mystery is revealed. As we feel the pulse of swarming thoughts uniting the people on Earth's boundless and borderless love. Infinite, eternal, ours. Physis life in Gaia's songs, in love's embrace we all belong. Awaken now with a heart full of glee and certainty, embracing all in harmony. Defies rhythm, Python's dance, in love's symphony, we take our chance. We are better together, all included. Finally, a new beginning for humanity. Amar a todos como a si mesmo, e a si mesmo como a todos, sendo feliz com a beleza da diversidade da natureza. We are together on this. Thank you.
Wonderful. I think you said everything through this amazing poem. Everything was there: culture, harmony, love, peace, tolerance. We loved your singing performance also. Every time I hear you singing, get enthusiastic. I know you are a true visionary artist, and yes, harmony with ourselves in nature. We are collaborating already together on other platforms, but I think we can do more on Modern Pythian Games also. You are a great artist, and I know you're very creative. You have original ideas, and I know you're working a lot on inclusivity issues, on environmental issues, and everything has to do with sustainability. I know you're working a lot on this. You are a volunteer also in many organizations, and I would love to work with you also on Modern Pythian Games. Thank you very much.
Oh, yes. I love working with you. Wherever forum we are together, the energy is great. I'm very grateful to be here. Lots of love to all. Thank you.
Definitely, thank you. Now, Mr. Abraham, are you here? Will I be able to connect?
I've switched it over to the mobile of it, and, but as the earlier speakers have really put the thing from a sports angle. Faisal has given a very good input, and even Ravel has given a very good input in terms of how to coordinate with people and get the best out of them. The educational institutions are a big part of our whole movement, and bringing in sports is always really activating our mind to a very great extent. And this is going to, this has got even more emphasis because of the post-COVID era, because everyone is totally mentally unfit and all that, and they are slowly pulling the ropes and getting back to normal. And you know, sports personnel like Faisal and all have given very good inputs. I'm really happy that you know, people of various facets have come in and all, you know, pulling their hands together and putting their heads together, bringing out exhaustive you know, opinions which can be used from all world perspective, because now things have become boundaryless and people are, you know, traveling various places, and this is going to really give very good inputs, and thereby this idea of Pythian Games is going to really you know, outshoot many other things, and this is a step in the right direction and at the right time. So I don't want to get deep into the ancient thing what Greece has done to Olympics. We have to do to Pantheon. So just like the lamp, which is you know, thrown across to various countries for you know, enlightening minds and bringing in a scope of coordination and also a scope of togetherness and cooperation. This is what, you know, if you look at from this perspective itself, whomsoever we have run now are from different countries, different nationalities, different religions, but that cohesive spirit is what is taking these meetings forward. And I compliment Mr. Bijendergoel for taking the lead and making it, you know, I want to make it a resounding success with people like Rania and all taking the lead elsewhere. And she has originated from the place where Olympics have originated. So this also should originate from places like that. And people like Raval taking his extra time to, you know, pave way for new coordination, new cooperation, new source of business, and in the whole network, you know, trying to peep into all the segments where we can make some sort of a dent. And this dent can be an indelible dent if it is done in the proper direction and in the proper perspective. And this, I hope, can have a very, very good impact on the total society in general and make things much, much clearer and much in the right perspective, what we are all thinking of in a unified direction. And you know, not identity, and you know, also clubbing the SDG goals, which are 17 of them, for which we can at least partake in some of the goals and make that more eventful and more colorful. And with the growing number of people coming with a unique philosophy, I think this can make a real dent in the days to come, and also make a real perspective in such a way that people think good about it. Now, good and bad is a big thing, but now it is the time to really, you know, pick up, you know, pull up our socks and give the best to society in the way it should be. And this, I feel, can be done through our close-knit cooperation and close-knit knowledge paved in the right way, which we all should work in as a cohesive unit and try to make this as successful as possible in every segment we are putting our efforts into. I'm sure from right from a child to the people who are involved in it, from the all faculties of mind, right from arts, sports, education, and all the things can be clubbed together in such a way that we get the best output. And this is the time. and this time will never come. And with all the people from different nationalities here, I am really very happy that the participation is the first small baby step towards getting a very good coordination from all the countries. And that has been done, and that has been done in the right perspective here again, I would put it. And the knowledge flowing from various segments have been from their segments of power, which they have, very willfully taken forward. Like, for instance, Faisal in sports, Ravel in coordination, then Marcia in propagating the poetry and all that, and Panasi from the various different angles, and Bijendergoel has been taking it from the forefront in the most agile way, and I want to give him maximum support as possible. And in this note, I would like to conclude and say that we all should put our heads together, brainstorm, and see how we can put our best foot forward and make the best version of ourselves. I hope my message is sent very clear. Though we have all the inputs, we have to put it in a very concerted manner, and that can happen only with meetings like this. Though I've been giving a very vague perspective only through my mobile and all that, I'm extremely sorry. And I really apologize for all the pitfalls what has happened in the meeting. And I request all of you and request to take the things in the right way and see to it that we come with the best of results. And this can really end up in something very good worldwide. Collaborative efforts will be there for sure. And I need people to come forth and give their opinions on certain things where I would be helpful, and I can put my best foot forward in garnering partnerships and also making productive results in the bargain, in the long run, in the coming months, in the coming years and all that. So with that, I would like to put my foot down and say that I would like to support such an initiative, and this is an initiative in the right direction for the world and for all mankind. And this is what I have to say in a nutshell. I hope the message is clear.
Thank
Am I
you
right?
so Thank you very much, Mr. Abraham. Really, as you said, sports are even more important in this post-COVID era. I think that people are thirsty now about athletic activities. And as you said, the scope of togetherness is the whole key. So your support will be valuable for us. And thank you very much for accepting invitations to join this community. I think you can offer a lot through your leadership mind and strategic mind, and of course your ability to create fruitful connections and networking. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank today all the eminent guests from different parts of the world who joined us and who shared with us the very motivating and powerful speeches. I would like to thank our audience who watched live through Modern Pythian Games social media handles and channels. And of course, I would like to thank Mr. Bijendergoel and Mr. Panos Kaltsis, who are the two initiators of this movement. Let's join our hands together and see you next week with another important guests and other interesting topics. Wishing you a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.